Ladies and gentlemen, how we doing? Today was a really weird day. I'm not gonna lie. I had a long day. Um, some people, and try not to just DM, like, I don't want 1,000 DMs tomorrow, but some people DM me, and I try to be cool and answer everybody I can. Dustin here asked me a few questions. He asked me some names I like, so I just threw out some names. Jose Manzardo. He was looking for some just two-leggers. So we were discussing it, and I said just pair the names how I listed them. And he goes, well, Jose and Manzardo are teammates. And I said they can hit back to back. They've done it several times. I think we all know what happened. Later in the night, they did it. And then he messages me and sends me the picture. He won. He had an $8 bonus bet and won 150. So you guys know me how I've been talking about our teammate parlays recently. So I can't even talk right now. So that was pretty funny. Another nice thing to open to. And then I dearly apologize to all my my Discord people. If I can even find this, I put it in here. I made a parlay. I don't remember what time I locked this in. I had a really long day, and I'm not making excuses. I could have shared this, but I couldn't make any bets till really late in the day, and I freaking put this together. I had $10 on my account, and I'm just like, I made two more parlays. I'm like, I'll just do this, and I got so freaking lucky with Jose. I actually had Jose and Manzardo in singles, so that saved my day, literally. And then we know Vinny hit early, and then Grisham hit in the 8th inning, and I just couldn't believe it. I was beside myself. This is only, I preach single bets. This is only the third home run parlay I've hit all year. Just to kind of give you an idea how hard it is to hit a home run parlay. But I also don't make very many. In the beginning of the year, I literally wasn't making any. Because I usually don't. So just to kind of preface why I don't hit very many. But yeah, I feel bad. I made this for football, and the game is delayed for Thunder, I guess. So if Pickens scores, I feel really good about it, but I really need him to score, and then this has a really good chance of hitting, but the game is in a delay, so I don't know what's going on there. Anyway, just wanted to start with that. I felt so bad that I did a giveaway today. I gave away $50. I gave away, actually, technically $40. One of the winners, he told me, Braden here, he told me to give it to somebody else. So what we're going to do tomorrow, Friday, is we're going to make a 2-leg home run parlay. If it wins, I'm giving away every dollar. I promise. Scout's honor. I will post it in my daily pick thread, and I will say this is, or actually I could post it in the giveaway. I'll say if this hits, I'm giving this money away. If it's like 150, if it's $200, we'll figure out. I don't want to do like 100 winners because that would take forever for me to pay everybody if it hits. Man, today I'm coughing again. But if it's like $200, I'll probably give away like $50 each to 4 people or something like that. We'll figure it out. I just hope it hits. But with that said, the slate looks extremely good. We have insane wind. Insane. Look at Chicago. 10.5 over under. The wind is blowing out to right. I know the Cubs have been struggling, but they're going to be facing Jake Irvin tomorrow. Oh, I got to go tomorrow. And this is just pure juice right here. I mean, we have to fire up Cubs. So fire up Bush, fire up Tucker, fire up Happ, even give Suzuki a shot. Who the hell knows? The lefties are definitely looking good here, even Pete Crow. I would honestly, anybody on the Cubs I'd like. You don't have to stack them all, but you could. There was a game early in the year where on Reddit I posted the picture of this. I just did a snipping shot of this, and I posted it the day before, and I go, home run derby? And it literally was. It was a fantastic home run derby. But yeah, I remember like the first 2 Cubs hit a home run. I don't know. It was insane. And I did stack that game. It was fun. I won some money there. Anyway, You can even take Wood, Abrams. I think even Nats are fine with this wind. I mean, it's just so juicy. You can mix and match people here. You can take, honestly, take Bush and Wood. I like that a lot. Take both leadoff hitters, and you feel really good about that. Um, I wouldn't say take everybody. Don't go crazy. Go buy within your budget. Bet responsibly. This is not financial advice, but yeah, I like taking. I actually like. I don't really talk about this much, but I do like leadoff parlays too. They just ever since like Corbin Carroll got moved into the three hole for the D-backs, I used to love parlaying Carroll and whoever else was on the other team when he was leading off, but he doesn't lead off anymore. So screw the manager there. Okay. All right. So that game is amazing looking. Cubs are huge favorites, so keep that in mind. Maybe keep the Nats light, but we know the Cubs are struggling, so just keep that in mind too. I mean, we know. All right. There are not a lot of games up right now. Also, I want to show you guys something real quick. This kind of pisses me off, but the wind really shifted in the White Sox game. I didn't bet this game because I didn't know if it was going to play. I try to be extreme, like as patient as possible, and I don't know. I feel bad because I told people to take like Montgomery and Lewis and stuff. Like I'm gonna be as transparent as possible, with you guys. Like I feel really bad because the wind was blowing out yesterday. I'm pretty sure. I'd have to check the video. Someone maybe can confirm it for me. But now it's like it's really crappy and it just pisses me off. Like I hate this. So I mean, if a game has a really high chance of rain, just be really careful because the wind can shift like crazy. Anyway, let's move on to Detroit. Another juicy, juicy win. Look at this 18, almost 19 miles per hour. And also keep in mind, it does look really good, but this could change tomorrow. So don't, refresh this page, hit F5, and make sure, because they do update this page. They do update this. And it's very important to check this. And also keep in mind, the weather is cooler, but with this wind, I don't give a crap. The beginning of the year was really good, and it was cool outside. So I think it's still going to be good. But yeah, let's see who's pitching. Shane Smith versus Jack Flaherty. Hopefully this is accurate because I remember yesterday all those things were not very accurate. Let me open up ESPN. Oh, the game restarted. Cool. Pickens, please score. Please score, Pickens. Whoa, what happened here? The White Sox took the lead. Oh, Teal. Ah, I mentioned him. He was leading off. Oh, no, they moved him down. I thought he was leading. Maybe that was yesterday. I don't know. Teal's kind of on a little heater here. Montgomery scored in a balk. No, we need Montgomery to score in a home run. That's funny. I was just talking about how crappy the wind was and somebody hit a home run. All right. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. Shane Smith and Flaherty. Cool. I don't need that open. I need this open. So, juicy win. Again. Flaherty's been struggling. Shane Smith, I want to say, is pretty good. Yes, he's okay. He hasn't given up a ton of home runs. With this weather, I'm gonna okay it. Just maybe don't go too heavy on Tigers. And plus, just keep in mind they're cold. The Tigers are cold, so the wind should help them. If they have a bad game here, then I'm gonna be pissed at them. Obviously, I'm going to say Green first. If Jumani Jones leads off, I actually don't mind that. But obviously, I'm going to like Green. Oh, that's right. Carpenter got hurt, I think. He's not even listed here. So, yeah, pay attention to that or Google Carpenter and see if he's playing. But it looks like he's not or might not be. Oh, let's start with White Sox. Sorry. I'm getting a little off track here. I still like Teal. I mean, he's been hitting some home runs. Obviously, we're going to like... I will like Montgomery, but maybe don't put him in like 10 slips if you only do parlays. Put him in like a couple. Let's make sure he hits a home run first. So I'm actually going to say Teal and Sosa first. I like Sosa too with this weather because the wind's blowing the left field, so it's better for righties. Yeah. So I like Sosa here a lot. Teal. I mean, honestly, this is pretty much a crapshoot with this wind. But I don't want you guys to go crazy. I just want to throw that in your mind. I'm trying to think of a teammate parlay. Obviously, for the Cubs, you could do Bush. I mean, you could do Bush and Tucker. I mean, I know Tucker's struggling, but I'm still okay with it. You could, or you could take Hap. He's been hot. Bush and Hap. Really, you can mix and match a lot of teammate parlays here if you, well, not a lot, just do like a couple. And then with the White Sox, I don't know. I mean, I like Montgomery and Teal, so if you want to parlay them, I think that's fine. Then the Tigers, like I said, Green, Jones is fine. I even think Torres is fine because of the wind going to left field, so I don't mind that. Perez. I mean, this is like a crapshoot. Like this is like pick whoever your favorite guy is type thing. I don't even really have to tell you guys what this wind like. Or like I said, don't take any Tigers. Give them another day. See if they actually can hit. But they did get the day off, so they should be well rested. And Smith is a pretty good pick. I mean, he only has a 3.81 ERA. He's not that bad. I'm gonna tell you this. I am not taking any Tigers tomorrow. I'm going to tell you that the 100,000% truth. I wait on cold teams. Mets go to Cincinnati, and we just saw what happened there with the Blue Jays. They had a field day the other day, and somebody won $1 bazillion on $29 bet. So good for them. Abbott is a lefty, so keep that in mind. But the weather's good again. 10 miles per hour to left field, over under 9. Very good weather. Soto doesn't hit lefties nearly as good as righties for home runs, but I still think he's okay here. You don't really have to prioritize him. Petey is by far going to be my favorite guy here. I might make a 2+ home run parlay, and it's going to involve Pete Alonso. I like making five. I put $5 on 2+ home run, like a 2-leg. Petey's going to be in one of them for sure. Well, I'm going to think of somebody else. If you guys have a favorite for 2 home runs, let me know in the comments. Maybe we can make one together. Because if you put $5 on one of those, it pays like $5,000 or something. Well, Petey's going to have bad odds. Here he's plus 210. Because they know Juicy Park, great wind. Like even Soto has kind of crappy odds for a lefty-lefty matchup. I love Vientos. We know how hot he is. Lindor is okay, but you don't have to really prioritize him because he's kind of cold. Nimmo can hit lefties. I'm perfectly fine with Nimmo. I actually like him. Torrens is pretty hot. I mean, I wouldn't go McNeil probably. You could, but I'm not. I wouldn't pick. I would not pick him. But yeah, Torrens is good for those odds. So yeah, I like that. It looks pretty good. It's gonna be a weird day. I feel like it's gonna be really good though. At least I'm hoping it is. All right, so Peterson. He's pretty good, but once again with the weather, I think Steer's okay. If McLean plays, I think he's okay. Austin Hayes is finally starting to hit again. I think those guys are okay. Personally, I'm not really a big fan of picking Reds right now. I'd probably prioritize Austin Hayes right now. And that's pretty, Marte's okay. If he's batting second, I like Marte. I don't know why this is estimating this. Usually he bats second, so that's kind of weird. But I wouldn't mind Marte if he bats second. But I wouldn't go heavy on Reds, more than likely. But they're all in play. They pretty much have all righties on the team. Friedel I wouldn't do, personally. If you're feeling frisky, he's a leadoff. Milwaukee goes to Pittsburgh, another game with good wind. Not my favorite park. I did tell Discord to pretty much avoid this game, and people still took pages on the Dodgers when they played. I knew the thing you have to think about when someone has really good numbers. He was 4 for 4 off of Skeens with a home run. I don't know for a fact, but I can almost guarantee you that was at Dodger Stadium, which is a way better hitter's park. I prioritize hitter's park. Cincinnati, Chicago with the wind. Detroit, so it's not really a hitter's park, but with this wind, yes. Yankee Stadium is a great hitter's park. Baltimore is a great hitter's park. Atlanta is a great hitter's park. Tampa, great hitter's park. Colorado, Los Angeles Angels, those are all great hitters parks. That's what I prioritize in my picks. And a lot of people ask me how I make my picks. I don't look at who hits a fastball the best, a slider, a changeup. Like the game's changed so much because relief pitchers come in or something happens. I can't go by those type of statistics because it's just like we don't know what's going to happen. So I think it's overanalyzing. A lot of people overanalyze. I'm just kind of ranting right now, but that's just how I feel. I mean, if you have a strategy that you really do win with, I think it's great and stick with it. I'm not going to judge anyone's strategy. That's just this is not how I do it. Okay, so Pittsburgh, Milwaukee. Let's use pitching. Priester versus Johan. I still don't. I just don't like the Pirates. They're just a bad team. I know they just swept the Dodgers. I'm pretty sure, but the Dodgers are just cold as ice. So I don't know what to do in this game. I just don't like the stadium personally. If you want Terang, feel free. If you want Yelich, feel free. Churio. I mean, it's all fine if you want it. Once again, I'm not going to pick from this game. I prioritize games that have the better hitter stadium, like Baltimore. And I think it's fine. Like if you want to go for it, I'm not gonna argue with you. O'Neal Cruz is okay, but yeah, Reynolds. Okay, so let's go to Baltimore. Now, the weather here I think was kind of crummy actually. No, it's good. I lied. What's crummy are the Dodgers. That's what's crummy. But obviously, I like Otani against Dean DK. Mookie hit a home run. Go figure, right? At PNC Park. Go figure. I don't know. I can't figure these guys out. This team is just so freaking cold right now. I think I'm just going to say Otani. No. I'm sorry. It's in Baltimore. We can say Otani, Freeman. Honestly, you could take any Dodger you like in this game. I just wouldn't stack them or anything. But I do like Otani. I like lefties at this park. Kind of like Tampa. I like lefties. So I'm totally okay with them. If you like, I think Pajes is fine. He's been pretty good lately. He's been heating up. But as we know, the Dodgers are really struggling right now. So you could be a little cautious on them only because they are traveling from Thursday to Friday to Baltimore without a day off as well. But after Monday, how crazy good that was, I'm not really on to travel right now. I think they're all fine. I mean, I'm not going to preach that too much anymore. It's more of like the Thursday games that suck. All right, so Glasnow versus the Baltimore. Okay, I still love the Jackson brothers. Well, I mean, you could take Jackson Holiday. I meant the other Jackson, though, which they don't have him listed here. He's a catcher. Alex, I think his name is Alex Jackson. So I like Jeremiah and Alex Jackson if they both play. And shit, you can parlay them. They're not really brothers, I don't think, by the way. I don't really know. Other than that, I mean, Kowser's fine. Yeah. Maybe Gunner. Baltimore's just another team that's just struggling this year, so it's kind of hard to get them. But the Jackson guys have been really good, and Kowser's starting to heat up. He even hit lefty. Of course, when Cortez decided to give up every meatball in the book, man, that's the guy you hope to target when he has a bad game, but we just never know. So yeah, go Kowser, go Jackson. And then if Alex Jackson plays, I still like him. So just be on the lookout for that. And I'll have everything in my write up. Remember on Discord, and then also remember we're gonna do that fun little like Discord team parlay where we're gonna put two guys together and hope it hits. And if it hits, I'm gonna give every single dollar away. I freaking hope it hits. Toronto goes to New York. This is a very interesting game. The wind isn't like super favorable, but it's not that bad. But it is right to left, 10 miles per hour. So this does hinder lefties a little bit. But with the short porch and right, I still think it's fine. I still love Springer and Varsho. You know that's going to be the teammate parlay there, Springer and Varsho. If somebody wants to do whatever that guy did the other day and parlay 3 or 4 of them again, you can try. Springer, Barger, Varsho. I mean, mix and match any of these guys. Pretty much. I'm okay with it. Sure. I mean, you guys know I love Varsho. He's my guy. And maybe if he hits like some insane bet for me tomorrow, maybe I'll buy his jersey or give away his jersey. Haha. Yankees against Gaussman. Grisham, by the way, I love you. He completed that parlay for me. What a gentleman and a scholar. What a great guy. So I like Grisham, of course. Judge is fine whenever you guys want to take him. I think he has actually crazy numbers off Gaussman, just off top of my head. But he's also faced him a lot. As you guys notice, I'm not looking at batter versus pitcher today because I really don't want to pick off that anymore. I think it's more fun to like just pick it right, you know? Yeah, he's got 6 home runs off of him. I just remember from last time they faced in Toronto that he had crazy numbers off of him. But he's also 45 at bats. But he's Aaron Judge, and he loves hitting at home. Actually, ooh. Pete Alonso, Aaron Judge, 2 home run parlay tomorrow. What do you guys think? I think we got it. I think we're there. All right. I mean, now that I set it in stone, I think we have to do it. I mean, you could take a Blue Jay for 2. You could take a Yankee for 2. I mean, there's so many good games here. I mean, for the parlay. But I'm gonna lock that in. I'm gonna do Judge and Alonso 2+ home run parlay. They probably won't pay as much as like some other guys, but I still like. I think it just sounds so good in my head. All right, so we know fire up Yankees lefties against Gaussman. That's fine. Grisham is always my favorite. My second favorite would probably be Belly. Jazz got hurt on Thursday, so he probably won't play on Friday. I don't know the extent of his injury, so just keep an eye on that. And even McMahon hit a home run, but I probably still wouldn't take him. He's not. You could, but I'm not going to take him. Philly goes to Miami. Welcome to Miami. All right. Sanchez versus Beloso. Man, I feel like the Marlins haven't been home for a while. They must have been on the road for a long time. With that said, we can take Schwarber and Harper if you'd like, and that's all I like in the entire game. There you go. All right, moving on. Seattle, and that's a teammate parlay too if you'd like to. Maybe they'll hit back-to-back like Jose and Manzardo. Maybe. All right, Seattle goes to Atlanta. Good hitters park again. By the way, this isn't really technically a good hitters park, but this year, for some reason, has been better for home runs. I don't know. It's weird. Seattle goes to Atlanta. Good hitters park. Also, it's a dome, Miami. Sorry, I didn't say the weather. Because there is no weather. Good weather. I mean, they have the over-under set at 7.5, so not ideal unless the teams decide to go off, which we know Seattle very likely can. Who is pitching? Chris Sale. That's why the over-under 7.5. We figured it out. Versus Logan Gilbert. So it's a pretty good pitcher matchup. I mean, I'm not going to tell you can't pick from this game. Just keep in mind Sale's a lefty, so I probably wouldn't recommend Josh Naylor, but you can still take him if you really like him. Not going to be mad at you. So this is how my brain works with picking home runs. I am not going to pick this game just because I don't trust Atlanta right now. And Seattle's just kind of meh. But if you want Cal, if you want Julio, if you want Suarez, any of these guys are fine. But Chris Sale's a very good pitcher, but you're hoping he has a bad start and he makes a lot of mistakes. That's the issue with that. Just throw that in your brain. I'm just trying to say, as you know, I like to eliminate certain games just because I don't want to pick home runs from every single game on the slate. That's going to cost you a lot of money. So let's go to Tampa against Cleveland again. This game looks like trash. I'm like, after today's game, which I had Jose and Manzardo back to back in the 9th inning, lucky as hell. Like again, aside from the 3-leg parlay I hit. Seymour's a lefty, so Manzardo is not ideal here. He doesn't hit lefties well. He might not start. Keep that in mind. He might not start if you use FanDuel. I should have started the video with that. Don't make your parlays on FanDuel until later in the day. A lot of people get screwed. Let's see the wind. So a high chance of rain. I mean, the wind isn't that bad, but that was what it was today. It was like blowing straight in, and the game kind of sucked. So I would be really careful with this game. This is another game I'd probably eliminate, but if you want like Noel, I think it's okay. He's just a big man that can smash home runs. And then obviously Jose's always in play. Just be careful against a starting lefty who's actually had a pretty good year too. Just make sure this is right. Yeah, Seymour and Williams. Williams does have his bad games, so like if you want Lau and Caminero, Brandon Lau, I mean you could take Josh Lau too. That's fine. I mean that's fine. I'm okay with it. This is another game that I'm just not going to pick from. But there's decent options in this game. I'm not going to say you can't pick here. Just keep in mind the rain, and it just feels kind of icky. And here's another game with 50%. There's a lot of games with chance of rain. St. Louis always has chances of rain though. So Kansas City, Missouri, right? Did I say that right? Yeah. I don't know what I said yesterday. I said Kauffman Stadium in Kansas. I think that's what I said. I mean, honestly, I know they play in Missouri. By the way, I'm a huge Tech 9 fan. Yeah, so I know where Kansas City, Missouri is. Trust me. Because like Tech 9 says KC Mo in like all of his songs. I know where that is. But I don't know. I like brain farted or I said something stupid. And a couple of people in my YouTube comments was like, it's not in Kansas. And I know that. Trust me. You guys know I know my baseball. I have good knowledge. So I know where these places are. Now, if you give me a college football team or a basketball team, I won't know where the hell they are. You just give me their name. Hell no. I know Syracuse is in New York, but that's about it. All right, so the Twins versus the Royals. High chance of rain. Wind blowing out 6 miles per hour, it says on there. Yeah. So keep an eye on the weather. Again, Buxton got the day off, so I like him after a day off, even though Waka's pretty good. But Buxton's matchup proof. That doesn't bother me. Other than that, just, I guess stick with Wallner since he hit a home run on Thursday. That's pretty much it. I mean, this team's kind of getting kind of cold. But if you like anyone else, go for it. And then the Royals, who showed up finally, Witt hit, Vinny hit, Perez hit, Frazier hit. I mentioned, dude, I made a Frazier Quan parlay in my Discord. Oh, man. Did we have a sweat or what? That sucks that Quan didn't hit. The sports books would have been investigating how so many people hit a Frazier Quan parlay. They would have been like, who in the... They probably would have, like, abducted me or something. I don't know. That would have been hilarious if it hit, though. But a lot of people in my Discord hit Frazier in a single bet. As I like to say, I preach my singles. I bet singles, and I bet the parlay, and you hit everything if it all hits. So we go Pablo Lopez. Wow, I haven't seen that name in a long time. He must be back from injury. He's pretty good. He's got a 2.82 ERA. Yeah, so he's coming back from injury. That's interesting. Okay. So before his injury, in 11 games, he only gave up 5 home runs. So I don't know how he's going to pitch here. He could have a bad game. He could have a good game. We don't know. That's the complication here. The usual guys are okay. Okay, this is I hate lying, but I'm just gonna. Oh, it says Joe Ryan here, of course. Either way, they're both good pitchers, but so I guess I don't really know who's starting. God, RotoWire, what are you doing to me? Well, in my daily write-up on Discord, I'll have all the information. I'll have all the correct information, so keep an eye on this. But, I mean, it sounds like he's going to start. Yeah, so he's expected to start Friday's game. Okay, so we'll assume Pablo is starting. I probably wouldn't recommend Yaz, but I think he's still okay if you like him. I mean, he's leadoff, right? We love leadoff hitters here. Vinny's fine. And then just the usual Witt and Perez. I think that's okay. I wouldn't go crazy here, though, because like I said, he's only given up 5 home runs in 11 games. So maybe he'll pitch a gem, and we'll be like, damn, he's good. But also keep an eye on the weather. All right, so Houston leaves Houston and goes to Texas. Wait, just kidding. They go to Arlington. I think that's where they play, right? I don't even know where Arlington is. Hunter Brown versus Merrill Kelly. Wow. And this is a park that's been really bad for home runs this year. So this could be really good. Brown's been giving up a few home runs here and there recently. Just without Seager, actually the Rangers have been good, but they're just not hitting as many home runs. Just because they're pitching so good. So they're like Garcia's ice cold. Tellez isn't doing anything. Peterson got hot, but he's cooling off again. I'm going to stay away from this game just based on the fact that both these pitchers are solid. And we know the Astros are like Sanchez came in on Thursday and hit a pinch hit home run. Other than that, they're just not really hitting. They're not. This is a tough game to pick from. Yeah. But both pitchers are righty, so anyone's in play if you want anybody. If you want Alvarez, if you want, any of the righties, anyone's fine if you want to try it. Once again, I'm eliminating this game from my player pool. Okay. Another game with a chance of rain. I feel like a broken record here. And we got Carson Seymour. What is with all these people named Seymour? There's Seymour here. There's Seymour here. Like, where'd all these come from? Are they all brothers? They go to St. Louis, which is another park I don't like. McGreevy doesn't give up a lot of home runs. I just want to see how many home runs. Yeah, 6 and 60. Nice. 69 innings. 8 home runs and 20. So Seymour is not that great, it seems. But you guys know I don't like picking Cardinals, aside from, like, Contreras and maybe Gorman. You know what? I think let's check the weather. What's the wind look like? I would just keep an eye on the weather here. Obviously, Devers is matchup proof. I don't care who's facing him right now. He's just scorching hot. So if you want any of the typical Giants, I think it's fine. But I think this is another game I'm definitely not going to pick from. I just don't feel comfortable like with the rain. And once again, like, what if the rain shifts, the wind's blowing in, and all this stuff. So just pay attention, as always, before you get your fingers all hot and messy, plugging in your parlays. All right, so we go to Colorado, one of our favorite parks for home runs. It's been pretty good lately. The wind is blowing in a little bit, 7 miles per hour, but I think it's okay. The weather is cooling off 70. I wish it was this cool in Arizona, but it's not. And Freeland's a righty, as we know. I mean, I think Tatis and Machado both hit the other day. I gotta say they're fine in Colorado. Here's the thing I would probably recommend. First of all, I think that's a good teammate parlay, Tatis and Machado, if you want to try it. I wouldn't put these guys in too many parlays, but it's okay in Colorado because we know like how kind of inconsistent they are. So just be a little careful, but I would almost say Ramon is my favorite. I would almost say maybe tied to like Machado, but any of those three are really good here. And they do have a lot of lefties like Cronenworth, Merrill. Merrill last year could hit off anybody because he was so good, but this year he's really struggling. But once again, anyone's really in play at this park. So feel free to throw anybody in there. I would just prioritize the righties first, and then if you really feel like O'Hearn or someone's going to hit, that's fine. And they could always hit off later off a relief pitcher, as we know, because the Rockies are not good. They've won 39 games and lost 101 games. That's not good. I want to just, for funsies, check what's going on here. Ew, this second half, 3 total points? Yikes. So whoever had the over, oof. Anyway. That's pretty sickening. All right, so this is another nice looking game. We got the Athletics going to the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. However, I did not know that Jose Soriano was starting, so maybe it's not as good as I thought. Wow. I mean, we saw his last start. We'll say it was against Houston, who just kind of stinks right now for home runs. And Soriano is a ground ball pitcher. I mean, if you still want to try any of these guys, feel free. I just personally don't like picking against pitchers like this. I don't give up many home runs. They just give up a lot of ground balls. But it is a good park, wind blowing out 7 miles per hour. So there is a chance. Or, as I always say when he starts, live bet when the bullpen comes in. Or just get the pregame odds and hope they hit. I'm not going to pick a favorite because okay, I'll just say Kurtz if he leads off. Whoever leads off for the A's, that'll be my favorite because I just love leadoff hitters. And then Mason Barnett apparently had a horrible start. He allowed 5 runs to the Rangers, 1 home run. Was that his only start? Yeah, 1 start. So he really struggled in his first ever start. I already like Angels anyway. You know I love Adele right now has got to be my favorite right now for sure. Nito I know he's been disappointing. Don't ever ban someone though. He will be better at home. I'm not guaranteeing he's going to hit at home, but he will be better. You still give him a shot. He's still the leadoff hitter. Maybe give Trout a try here against Barnett. Is this the day? Is this it? I don't know. I'm not going to do it, but put him in a parlay maybe. I don't know. I just feel like I just saw his name and I saw how bad this guy is, and maybe it's the day. Maybe. I'm still going to wait on Ward because of his head injury, but I still think he's okay. So anyway, Adele Nito is the teammate parlay here. If you want a teammate parlay in this game, they often hit in the same game. They did a few days ago, so I like them a lot in this game. Last game of the slate is Boston. They come to my hometown. Hey, look at that. Well, D-backs are only 1 game under 500. Wow, I didn't even know that. They're just a lost cause this year. Peyton Tolle against Rodriguez. So we're going to fire up. This isn't really, it's a dome, first of all. It's not really my favorite park for home runs. Just Rodriguez can have his really bad games. So if you want to fire up Bregman, Story, Ref Snyder, I mean, Gonzalez is fine if you really want him. Rafi's okay. And Carlos, as I like to call him. I think the righties are okay. Bregman hasn't hit in a long time, so I wouldn't really prioritize him. I would go like Story, Ref Snyder type thing. And then Rafi as a long shot. And I think that would be pretty good. You could parlay I mean, if you're feeling it, you could parlay like Bregman and Story, or Story and Ref Snyder, something like that. But you don't really have, I wouldn't say like a teammate parlay in this game is really necessary, but just for like some suggestions if you want. But as far as the D-backs go, they I've said before they struggle against lefties, and I'm going to kind of stick to it. And I cannot get them. I bet Marte and Carroll the other day, and I don't get it. I can't get them. I'm going to let you guys guess that one if you want any D-backs. But Boston's a much better team. They should win this game. I know Anthony's out for like the year, which sucks. But yeah, stick with the Red Sox here. Okay, so that's the baseball slate. Looks really good Friday. Like it a lot. Like it a lot. Let's see if this... Oh, who hit? Come on, Montgomery. Oh, my God. Yes! We saw it here live. Let's go. That is awesome. I'm pretty here. Let's check the Discord. It's got to be just like popping off right now. 3 mentions. Colson. I know a lot of people needed him for parlays to hit. This is like why I do this. This is so much fun. When you see everyone winning here, like this is why I do this. Like obviously I was so happy that I won my parlay that I freaking didn't share because I'm an idiot, but this is awesome. Anyway, this is a guy I did a giveaway to. That's cool. I'm glad we I know we didn't see it like live, but like damn 454 too. He did not mess around. The last thing I'm gonna say is I'm not gonna do any picks for this Friday game. Also, I do apologize. I made a mistake. This game's in like Brazil or something. It's not in LA. So it's really not technically a home game for the Chargers. So just keep that in mind. This place is going off. Did a big truck hit something? What'd you get? So just keep in mind this is not really a true home game for the Chargers. So I wouldn't know who to pick here. I mean the Chiefs are probably gonna win just because they're the Chiefs, but I don't really like week one is so hard to figure out. And Sunday, obviously I'm gonna make some touchdown parlays, and I'm probably just gonna go very chalky, but I'm not going to make any recommendations here because I don't want to give you guys like information that I'm not sure about. I want to give you guys stuff I know like has a chance to win you guys money because I just want you guys to win money. That's all I want. That's why I'm doing this. Like, it's just a fun community. The Discord has over 1,000 members, which is absolutely insane. I didn't even think I was going to hit 1,000 subs on YouTube this quick, let alone in my Discord. Like crazy. I think there's one other thing I wanted to mention, but I forgot. I'm blanking. Who mentioned me? Better hook us up tomorrow. You're gonna get that stern lashing. These guys are hilarious too. They'll make you laugh. If you just need a good time to laugh, just go into my Discord. All right, cool. I think that's it. I had something else in my brain and I forgot what it was, but I'll put a parlay in the description as I always do later. I don't know when. And then yeah, just make sure you subscribe to the video or to my YouTube, like the video, subscribe, turn on the notification bell. Like honestly, like you could do that, but I'm just not that like person. Like you can do whatever you want. I don't really care, I mean, I care. I just want you guys to win money. All right, cool. Actually, we could do this real quick just in case. Yeah, there's more games available. So as you know, I like PD a lot. Wow, look at Stanton's odds. That's insane. Holy moly. Varsho. So just like pure chalk. I do like Otani. Actually, this looks like a day that you could go like Judge, Otani. I don't know. I don't even remember who the Phillies are playing. I was gonna say Schwarber, but I don't remember who the Phillies. I'm like blanking already. But yeah, or just like do that. Shohei, Judge, Alonso. But yeah, maybe Schwarber. Oh yeah, that wasn't like that great of a game. That was the Miami game. Yeah, I mean it's okay. You could put Schwarber in there too. But this looks good. Take out Alonso, put Schwarber. Or I mean, I really like Alonso. He's gonna be one of my top plays on Friday. So something like that looks good. Even the odds aren't that bad. 28-30 on FanDuel. Look, his odds went down. They know they're onto something. They're onto me. They're watching my computer. Cool. So yeah, I like that. All right, y'all have a good night, and let's win some money on Friday. Take care.